Yes, folks, we had a little break in the game because of a slight drizzle. We're into the second game. The first game was won by Curtis Jones, 23-21. We're into the second game. Lynchy put up a very good fight in that first game.
I agree. I really think that for a first game to go that distance, we had some really good exchanges, and let's hope that the wind break don't really stop the momentum in any way, and they now have to kind of start all over once again. But it's all good tennis so far. This call-out competition, Dalton, you can't praise it enough. We really need to see some tennis being played. It's good to see the A class getting involved at this stage. And who knows, we might see another 2 A class players in the next couple of weeks or two. And that's the kind of tennis that people are really looking forward to seeing. There are no competitions on Dalton to talk about. So it's good to see that guys are still challenging each other, and some of them taking on the challenge as well.
Yes, John, this call out is going to be reach a major climax. I understand Pipey is going to call out. I got to keep it on the mum. He's going to call out one of the biggest players.
Oh, he's looking to call it a big
one.
One of the big ones?
Big one.
Oh, my goodness.
We can't say who it is, but
I know, but when you talk about big players, Dalton, you certainly have to be that top 3, top 4 bracket.
Yes.
So we can see a Rafa, a Federer, or one of those guys for sure. It's going to be a big player. Wow.
It's going to happen, and it's going to be big. It's going to be one of the biggest promotions you ever see in Roadtennis in this call arena.
Oh, well, something to look forward to. I'm quite sure that those streaming and following the tennis in New York will look forward to that, whoever that particular game will be. But we really need to see this type of encouragement around the sport. Road tennis needs to be played regularly. You need to allow the players to get a chance to challenge themselves and improve the skill. We saw that not much is happening, so this is all good. This is really all good for road tennis.
Yes, a lot of great things start with an idea or ideas. And this idea started with Jason Paris, and it's growing. And we need to have certain individuals come on board, whether they be promoters, whether it be managers or coaches, and do some sponsorship. Maybe have Punch TV, who's doing commentary. We have Tito Ellis, one of the big promoters.
Yeah, Tito, we must give Tito his credit here. Not much happened around tennis, and Tito is the type of person who really enjoys seeing good competitive tennis, and he's pushing it, and he's doing a good job whilst doing so.
Yes, it'd be good if sponsors or sponsorship can come on board for this event. What do you think about that, John?
I think it would be great for the sport. Anything that would give these guys a little extra encouragement, that little extra incentive. But it's good to see that even though there are no real praises to talk about, the players are stepping up gradually. I will look forward to seeing more players step up and be part of this until something bigger comes along.
Yes, this is entertainment at a very high level. Road tennis at a very high level. You're seeing the best players in Barbados displaying their road tennis skills. And road tennis is something that, it takes years. People seeing these guys playing here, it takes a lot of years to really develop this high level of skill.
Yes, it does. And actually, it's good to see that the juniors are getting their opportunity as well. I was telling you about that a bit earlier. We had the juniors from the primary school. We had juniors, the under 16 being played. We had the under 16 to 21 being played. And this is healthy for road tennis. So kudos to the promoters and those behind those junior events. And it was really good. Actually, that tournament produced some surprises. We had a young man by the name of Tyrese Holder, and he defeated Shaquem Nurse in the under 16 to 21 age group. So kudos to Tyrese for stepping up and doing a very good job on that day. And we have a number of juniors in the pipeline. We have the Deontay Chapman, Lager, from the Charleston camp. We have some really Kobe Burgess. There's a number of juniors. We have the Blunt brother and sister, Elijah Blunt. We have some juniors that once you look at these guys and the energy they're putting into the sport, hey, road tennis is looking good around these juniors as well. Another long rally.
Yes, John, but there was one youngster that you didn't mention, Kanoja Belgrove. His dad is Ken Belgrove. This young man is dominating his class. He's only around 8 years old. He won the schoolboy junior tournament, and he didn't even play it in his age group. He had to play the bigger boys, and he was successful. This young man, Kanoja, he's playing excellent tennis.
So there you go. So when you have a combination of juniors, and I must mention Abia Clark too. This is Abby Clark. His children, both his boys and girls, they're into the road tennis sport, and they're doing really well. So we have a cadre of young girls and young boys who are playing some really good tennis here in Barbados.
So in other words, John, you're saying the sport of road tennis is in good hands. We have some young juniors who are the future of the game.
Of course we do. And anytime you're talking about the future of the road tennis, you can't be talking about the future and forget a Shaquem Nurse. Shaquem Nurse is that bridge of road tennis today. He's exciting. He's one of the top juniors certainly on the island, and he's already, even at his young age, under 21, he's within the ranks of the top 4 players in Barbados. So when you're talking about road tennis on the move, Shaquem Nurse is a perfect example of where this game is moving.
Very good information, John. We're going to get back into this game. Here we see Curtis Jones is floating on the court. He's stepping from left to right. Another juice game. But
I'm not surprised in any way. Both these guys are playing some really good tennis, and I don't expect any walkover games at all. I really think that it was going to be going tit for tat all the way down, and they're doing pretty much what I expected. But good entertaining tennis for those here tonight. Like I said, the crowds are building with this competition, and hey, Lynch takes the second game. So we are a game apiece. We're a game apiece here at the Dayton Power Roach Road Tennis Facility.
Wow. Yes, folks, to make a correction there, Curtis Jones, he won that second game 22-20.
So we have 2 juice games so far, 2 very close games, but we have Curtis Jones getting the better so far. Could very well be a long night the way these games are going.
Yes, we're into the third game.